YouTube. We live.
No, calm down.
Live every day. Shalia, hey Shabuki, welcome. Share the live, share the laughs. We just waiting
Welcome,
on.
Shalia.
We just welcome. We just waiting for. My can't help myself. We just waiting for a couple more eyeballs to open up here, and we want to get started. Get this party started, right? You know what I'm saying? I think we you know got a nice little teaser off it this evening. Well, thank you, kind sir. I'll be forgetting shit. Ooh, cause look, it came right off. It's crazy. Time is 97:03. Be like a job. Give me 7 minutes to show up.
You have the 7 minutes. Show starts.
You good? You out here?
Yeah, I'm about to shave all this have a baby face again. Smooth baby face. It's like, I'm blind.
It's not funny.
You can't just pop out the rapist face. He said you gotta let motherfuckers know ahead of time, yo man, I'm gonna be shaving my shit off because for my job and shit. You know, he said you can't just pop up and be like, hey yo, what up? Whoa, nigga, where your mustache and shit at? Nigga, you got the rapist face.
You a the kid. You trivia. You something special.
No, I'm gonna keep my hair on my face.
You should.
I did cut it down though, cause remember it was
I see.
out. I just cut it down.
I saw.
I think I'll keep it like this left right here. That'd be cool.
2 more
About to grow
minutes.
some locks. Start growing them now. By next year, by the time we get to
They
Jamaica,
be like here.
no, they'll be longer than that. My hair grow fast. My joints probably be shoulder length.
I guess.
In the year, shit, in 6 months, my hair will be like how Junior hair is now. In 6 months. So in the year, should it be like to my shoulder, like I said.
You seriously want to entertain a lock journey though?
No, I ain't getting no locks.
Then don't talk about it. Then.
Talk about what I want
You
to
know
talk about.
you know I take it seriously. Seriously. All right, welcome back to High Temptations. I'm your host for getting the most, Road Digger, the Love Trigger. Pew, pew, pew.
And I'm your co-host, Rez Jez the Diz, Woodland's finest.
And we are out here. So the topic of the today's show is finances. How many of us have them? Finances. So, what's more important, finances or time? And suppose that there is opportunity for more finance, and he or she does not take the opportunity to bring more finances into the home. Would you take place, sir?
Well, it all depends, like, what's their work hours. Now, if they work the same hours, you'll still have time to spend together when y'all get off. Because now y'all both getting off around the same time. And y'all both be home. But then if somebody pick up an extra job, it's like, all right, I'll be home for a little bit, but now I got to go to this job. And then after that job, it's starting back to their regular job. So then it's basically like they only getting like 2-3 hours a day at home. To whereas though now it's like, all right, the finances are good, but our chemistry is off. You know what I mean? Finance is good, but we hardly see each other. You know what I mean?
So is it
And then if they work in different hours, that's really tough. It's like it's tough for either one to pick up another job, especially if y'all working different hours. If she's working 7 to 3 and then he's working 3 to 11, it's like, where do we get the time? When then by the time y'all do get home, he get home at 11. You sleep because you gotta get ready to get up, get ready to go to work. And then he coming in, he going to sleep because of that shit. It's around 1-2 o'clock in the morning anyway. So he going to sleep. He'll probably get up with you, lay there, go to sleep. By the time you get off, you want to come home, go to sleep, get some rest, and he already on his way to work. And yet y'all haven't even seen each other much. You know what I mean? Y'all slept with each other.
That's why I say y'all should always try to get jobs where you guys work the same schedule. I mean, that can't always happen, of course, and things like that or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But will it be cool for y'all to sit up there and take on another job and things like that if you have a goal set. Like, I don't know, say for instance a trip. You got to pay for a trip or something like that or whatever. We're out trying to buy a house or something like that. Would it be cool to?
That's when they gotta get together and talk and see if it's gonna be cool. To see if you gonna be willing to sacrifice that time in order to pay for the trip or save up for a house or whatever. It's like now it's like you sacrificing time. And then sooner or later, finances ain't gonna matter because you gonna be missing that time. It's gonna be on the tip, man. Fuck all that shit. When am I gonna see you?
Right. So, you're right. That's why you do talk to your significant other and things like that or whatever, and y'all come up with a strategy on an exit plan because it shouldn't always have to be that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the whole thing is like you gotta hope that y'all strong enough to withstand the plan. You know what I'm talking about? To where as though it's like, all right, you might say, yeah, cool, go ahead and take the second job, but then after a while, when you start missing that time, now it's like we ain't even spending no time together. And after a while, goddamn idle hands get curious. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I'm not
talking
gonna
about
lie
me.
and say I understand that because first
I'm
of
just
all,
being-
you have a fucking goal that
Yes,
you're reaching.
you're
So
right. You have a goal.
your hands shouldn't be the fuck idle in the first place. You
right,
got a
but
goal going on.
You're right. And you do got a goal. But like I said, after a while, that goddamn stubbornness kicking like, all right, hold on, wait a minute. He ain't spending no time with me. And then you find out that he at work, he's talking to co-workers and shit like that. Now you sitting at home like, well, you talk to your coworkers more than you talk to me and shit like that. You know what I mean? And even though y'all on this plan, now the plan is kind of crazy because you not trusting the plan because you already know we not spending time together, but yet and still he over here kiki and ha ha and in these chicks' face every day. Now shit running through your head and everything. Now it's like, whoa, hold on. We do need to spend more time together because I'm barely seeing you, but yet you're so happy to be going to work every day. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like if the respect level is there between the two, the couple, and things like that or whatever, then the wife won't have a reason to believe that he's he-ing in a bunch of females' faces and things like that or whatever. Because first of all, he has a fucking goal set, so there's no need for you to sit up there and be paying attention to any other fucking female other than the one you have a goal set with. You feel you picking up what I'm lying down. Welcome, share the live, share the laugh, whoever that is in YouTube
but I'm
world.
saying it ain't that he's looking for it. It's just every day he's spending time with these females, with this coworker, these coworkers.
He's not spending time with them. He working with them.
All right. So he's working with them. He's seeing them more than he's seeing you. That's what I'm saying. He's seeing them more than he's seeing you. Period, point blank. And sooner or later, the wife at home, or even if it's the other way around, the female is the one at work, and she at work, she working, but she's all around her coworkers all day. Every day. Whereas though she around her husband 2-3 hours a day, if that. You know what I mean?
That does not mean that her focus has to be turned away from her husband. That's where the respect. No, here's the thing. That's where the respect level come in at. That's where the respect level come in at. and things like that, whatever. Me and my husband, we're against the fucking world right now. We set a goal, and my job.
I'm talking for the people that aren't like you. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's not like you. Everybody's not gonna be like you. But everybody is in the situation that I'm talking about. Everybody doesn't handle it the way you handle it. So it's like you're putting your situation on them, on these people that I'm talking about. It's like people, like I said, motherfuckers go to work, they spending time with their coworkers. It ain't saying that they looking for their coworkers or anything. They there to do their job, but yet and still they're around these people every day. Every day. And yet the wife is at home. She know that is a goal, but yet and still she knows we not spending hardly much time together, but yet and still he's at work, and he got time to bust it up with his co-workers, but he can't even talk to me and shit like that. Motherfuckers get that way. You might not or whatever, but everybody's not you. That's what I'm saying. It's people that's going through the shit that I'm talking about right now. To where as though it's like, all right, we need the extra money, but you supposed to go to work. You ain't supposed to be there sitting there laughing and giggling with the co-workers and shit like that. It's like, she ain't saying that he's doing anything with them. It's just that feeling of, damn, we ain't even spending time together. We hardly spend time together, but yet he over there laughing and giggling when I'm over here. We supposed to be getting the job done, but yet he's getting the job done. But you're mad because now that time thing is starting to set in. The finances are good now. Now it's like, all right, I need the time back again. But like I said, if you're not strong enough within that time frame, some people aren't strong as you. Some people will be, oh shit, he won't be working and giggling in bitches' face. All right, cool. I'm gonna be giggling in niggas' face, or fuck him and this and that, or anything. But everybody's not as strong as you, or shit like that. You gotta look at it that way.
What I'm saying is neither party should be giggling in no opposite sex face.
I'm just saying.
In that manner in the first place.
They not giggling enough. It's just that's the portrayal that they see in their head when they're sitting at home, when the spouse is out picking up this extra money. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? It's females that sit home and just be like, he could go to work and he just come back and be like, yo man, me and my co-workers, we had a conversation. It could have been male, female, all co-workers sitting in the break room just having a conversation. But yet, by her not spending time, she thinking, well damn, I ain't getting no time. Yeah, he's sitting up in break rooms having conversations with co-workers and shit. You know what I mean? It's people like that. That just, they know that they man probably not doing nothing, but the whole thing is, it's just the jealousy of the time not being spent. This is where it's like, we know what we in it for. We sacrificed the time for this. You know what I mean? Because we needed the extra money. And so we sacrificing the time, but within all that time, you was already sacrificing time before you did this. You know what I mean? Because y'all was already on fucked up schedules to where as though y'all was hardly seeing each other. You know what I mean? And then to take on another job, even though y'all need it, but yet now y'all really not seeing each other. And sooner or later, that her lonely jealousy kicks in. You know what I mean? It's like, I know what we gotta do, but damn, I ain't getting no time. And it is like jealousy. He's at work. He got time. He talking to everybody. He could talk to friends and everybody. I'm stuck here waiting for, you know what I mean? I'm stuck here in the house because after I get off work, I'm tired and this and that. And then he at work and then he goes to his other job. And it's like, I'm not getting no time. But yet, you come home telling me stories about your co-workers and shit. I don't want to hear that. That's how some females are. Some guys. I mean, it's some people like that.
So you mean to tell me that there is men out there that could not go to work, focus on a goal, and still be respectful of his significant other?
Yes.
Not
I'm just saying the
engaging in-
significant other, that's the way she's going to feel. She's not accusing them of cheating or anything. Like I said, it's just that point of the loneliness is that we already had between us. But yet it feels like you're out there enjoying yourself. You're not lonely. You're out there, you got people to talk to. I don't have nobody to talk to. I come home from work, I got the kids to talk to. That's it. You know what I mean? So after a while, that's that jealousy that's going to kick in. You know what I'm talking about? To where as though it ain't accusing nobody of cheating or nothing.
Why are we choosing to call it jealousy? Like, I really hate
I'm
that
not
word,
saying
especially.
I'm just, but that's the way I could describe it. That's the feeling that person has.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a jealous feeling. I'm jealous that you're able to go to work and fraternize with motherfuckers, and I'm going to work and I gotta come home and deal with the kids and stuff, and I'm barely seeing you. You know what I mean? Now all that shit starting to kick in, but before it was like, we need this money. You gotta pick up an extra job or this and that. All right, I picked up the extra job.
So when it
all right, we're gonna sacrifice the time.
So let me say this. So when it reached that point, it's okay to slow down in the middle of your goal journey. Just as long as you still taking them steps forward in the upward direction of meeting your goal. It's
I'm not
okay
saying that you're not meeting the goal. I'm just saying this is the way that person is going to feel.
No, but
she's not deviating away from the goal. This is just her feelings. This is how she's feeling.
Am I going to be able to get a word in?
No, because you keep on you taking it somewhere else, and it's not that. You saying that they're not gonna get the goal. I never said that the goal is not gonna get accomplished.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
you said that it's okay to deviate from the goal. No, they
that's
never
not what I'm
deviate
saying.
from the goal.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they deviating from the goal or anything like that or whatever. It's okay to take a step back from what y'all used to. All right, I'm used to doing my doubles on Saturdays and Sundays. You used to doing your doubles on whatever days and things like that or whatever. So we started, listen, babe, I'm missing you. Like, I'm feeling like there's, you know what I mean, no time between us and things like that or whatever. That's where the lines of communication get opened up. All right, well, cool. This Saturday and Sunday, I ain't gonna do no double. I'm just coming home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that could work. But
so, but it's still not deviating from the plan. It's, all right, let's fit this into our schedule, our monthly schedule. You know what I mean? To make it, because we didn't factor in, you know, how much time we get to spend with each other, the quality time and things like that or whatever. We didn't factor that in when we were sitting up there making plans on trying to hit this goal that we're trying to hit. So let's now factor that in. Now it's going to take a little bit longer for us to hit that goal, but we're going to reach that goal though. We still ain't deviating from the plan. We still respecting each other. We still, you know what I mean? We still on the same level with each other and things like that or whatever. So there's never a reason for you to sit up there, for nobody to sit up there and get Twitter fingers or what do you call that? Idle fingers. That's what you said. Idle fingers and things like that or whatever. You don't have to. There's no need. You open up your mouth. You missing your spouse? Open up your mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed.
You're right. But everybody's not like you, and everybody's not like me. You know what I'm talking about? You got some guys that will entertain the idle hands. You don't understand that.
Those are the guys that's not ready for the settle down.
But yet still they are settled down with someone. But yet still, I mean, like
And
I
dragging her
like
through the mud.
like the topic from last night. The heart, like you say, the heart wants what the heart wants, and they putting up with the dumb shit just because they want to keep him around. That all leads to this. All that equals all this. So it's like everybody's not you and me. You know what I mean? You will have some people that ain't strong enough to go through that. After like 2 weeks, shit, boy already looking at one of his co-workers, and she already out making sure she could get somebody over there within the time that he's gone. So now it's like they both just like, fuck it. Long as he keep on going there, keeping the plan going, cool. And as long as he don't know what I'm doing, cool. He come home and to make sure as long as he stay here because he is the one that's working 2 jobs. You know what I mean? And that's how not dumb females look at it. I almost said something, but that's how they look at it, and it's like, for what? You going through all this for what? You ain't trying to be fucking faithful, but you want him to be faithful, and you doing your thing, and he doing his thing. He wants you to be faithful. It is like, and y'all both know that y'all suspect each other of doing something, but yet y'all still stay together. But most of the time it be the girl be, all right, get out or whatever. Guy leave. 2-3 days later, she called me back, and now it's like she's apologizing. And that's when you know that he got her right where he wanted.
Narcissist.
She called him apologizing, and it's like, and then she'll make excuses for him when her friends and everybody that she told, yeah, he done. I come in the house and I call him fucking the John that lived down the street and he done. But then she make up an excuse for what she tell her girlfriends that explain to her girlfriends why he's back around. Because it's like they never know when he's back around until they come over and he happen to pop out or something. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, he back. You know what I mean? And then, oh yeah, because man, making excuses for him.
Yep. Nothing wrong with it. Because like I said last night, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing.
You gotta think everybody heart is not the same.
Yep. Amen to that. Amen to that.
So that's why I just be like, all right, well, that's what you want. That's on you. But I don't want to hear nothing bad about the person. I don't want to hear you bashing this person or nothing. Because why are you doing it?
Well,
just to make yourself feel good at the time? Because you say they say all these things, and then turn right back around and call the guy after they leave their girlfriends.
Because everybody needs an ear or a shoulder to cry on. It's not wrong for them to want to vent about, you know what I mean, what they currently going through and stuff like that or whatever. It's not wrong for them to want to turn back around. It's not wrong.
Yeah, but you gonna vent about the person to the person?
I think I agree with that. You need to vent to the source of the issue before you vent to outside sources. Yes, that I agree with.
no need to vent to the outside sources then. If you vent to the source, if you on there venting to him,
if you vented to the outside, sometimes you vent to the outside. I mean, to the inside source. You vent to the inside source about what's going on and things like that, and nothing changes. So now you need your outside sources to hear you out.
Yeah, they hear you out and give you suggestions and everything. And you're
that don't mean I have to take the suggestions.
You're right. That's what I was about to say. They're like, yeah, you right. And then go back and continue doing the same shit that they've been doing. And then keep saying he ain't changing. No, you not changing. Because you'll keep allowing him to do it. If you put your foot down and just be, look, no, you're not going to treat me like that, or you going to treat me this way, or you going to have to go. One way or another, and you put your foot down. But no, these girls, they get caught up with these guys, and these guys tell them this thing, this and that. They fall in love with them from the beginning, and then they stuck with them. Because now they done fell in love with them. They done fell in love with their representative. Now the real them coming out, and it's like, oh, shit. And it's too late. They already in love. And it's hard for them to break away from that now.
So that's a dangerous game you playing, though, to sit up there and straight out tell somebody that, you know, they need to change how they dealing with their person. That could be dangerous because it could backfire on you. Oh, you know what I mean? It could turn into an argument between you and that person because
then
now they angry.
That's when you know that's not the person for you. Then if he gonna get mad because you trying to tell him how to treat you.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Reese. You're not listening to me. You're not listening with your inner ear.
All right, go ahead. It's right again. I'm high. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm saying, damn, I'm high too. I fucking forgot. You get on my fucking nerves. But I'm not talking about him getting mad. I'm talking about the outside source with the listening ear getting angry. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sometimes that happens because they like.
Well, the outside listening ear shouldn't be pushing shit but positivity.
Shit, that's what they be trying to. It's positive for you to cut this motherfucker off and start living your life.
In their mind, that's not positive.
You right.
So spit out something neutrally positive. You don't.
The only thing that you can say that they're going to consider positive is anything saying stay with that goddamn asshole that you with.
You don't have to necessarily say stay with that asshole.
No, I'm not saying you no, you don't. But I'm saying that's the only thing that person going to consider positive. You get you picking up what I'm laying down? Because she wants to keep him around. So she wants to hear something positive about this motherfucker.
I am picking up.
You saying go back? No, just talk it out with him and just stay there. But just talk it out with him. Y'all gotta sit down and talk and this and that. That's what she wants to hear. But if you telling her you need to really get away from him, this is like the 8th time this month that you're here telling me the same story. So y'all just need to get away from each other for a while. They won't be trying to hear that. They'll consider that negative feedback. You know what I'm saying? Now you picking up what I'm laying down?
I said I was picking up what the fuck you was laying down.
Okay.
But that does not necessarily prove true for everybody.
You're right. See, now you're learning. Everybody's not you. See? A lot of people have different reactions to different shit.
So you trying to say I think everybody's like me? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I was talking about earlier.
That's not what I don't think everybody's like me. When I was
telling the story, and that's when I was like, everybody's not you. You was like, well, they was supposed to do this. They should have did this. Or they could do this or they could do that. And I said, yes, they right. You're right. But everybody's not as strong as you.
I understand that, but here's the thing.
And
It is not-
you know people
So,
that I'm talking about.
So, but
you know some
guess
people
what?
like
It's
that.
okay for me to sit up there because they come to me for advice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay for me to sit up there and say, well, here's what I would do.
Right. I never said you couldn't.
You stop me. You sitting up there. Oh, you looking for you in people. Everybody's not as strong as you, and this is that and the third. That's not going to change my word of advice. It's not going to change my word of advice. I'm still going to say how I would deal with the situation. I don't know no other way.
But I'll be talking about how motherfuckers deal with the situation the other way. And I just say that you done seen it millions of times. You see it. It's going on right now as you speak. You know somebody that's going through what we're talking about. Period, point blank. You know somebody that's with an asshole, just won't leave them. You'll tell them something, they'll say yeah, and this and that. Then turn around 2-3 days later, they right back with this asshole. You know what I mean? Or they'll call you, getting your advice and all that. You'll tell them your advice, and they'll be, yup, you right. And then you'll turn around. They still back with that asshole. And then that's how you know they calling you again. And it's like, really? Now it's like, I don't even want to pick up the phone.
There's nothing wrong with...
For real. After a while, it's just like, man.
You just fucking evil. Because
I'm
there's
just
nothing wrong with
just
because
being a realist.
I know me
I'm real.
as a human being on that side of the fence, needing some advice or a ear to listen to me and things like that or whatever. I want you to listen to me 1,000,000 times.
Well, if
So
they specify that, that's a different thing. But don't call me and be like, yo, bro, can I get your advice? And then I give you my advice. I give you a couple examples and everything, and you just take none of them and still go do what you want to do. So then it's like, all right, cool. Then you call me again next week. Same problem, same shit. I give you the same answers. I even give you different scenarios and shit like that. Yup, you right. Bam. It does the same shit again. Then he calls you again the following week. Same shit. Can I get your advice? You give him no advice. Turn around. It'll be working for a while. You like, maybe he finally took my advice. Nope. Here you go. Then next week he calling. Yo, man. What you say again? One more time. Is that now? You tell him again. Mind you, this is like the 6th time. You know what I mean? Like 2 months straight, this motherfucker call you every week and ask you can you give him some advice? And he never used none of your advice, but he keep calling every week asking for your advice. And he never uses none of it. 2 months straight. Are you going to be answering that 3rd month? When you see his number pop up, are you going to be answering that 3rd month? That's all I want to know.
So,
huh?
Let me say this.
He just wants advice.
I want to give up a testimony. I'm giving up a testimony.
All right, go ahead.
This is real life for me. Okay? So.
Shit is real life for me, too. Go ahead.
I have a family member who I was close with. Right? I was raised around and everything.
Hold on. Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm trying to find a way to camouflage it. So I have a family.
I'm just saying, all you have to do is say yes or no. That was it.
I want to give. Can I give my testimony, please?
Okay, go ahead.
I have a family member who I was close with, raised around, who always found the way to treat me like shit, right? So We sit there. Welcome back, Candy Shop. So we sit there, and I sit up there, and I call this other family.
Hey, Candy.
I call this other family member, and I vent to this family member for years. Give me a light. This went on for years, not days, not weeks,
Months.
not months.
Years.
It went on for years. And it was always me calling, screaming and hollering. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Yada, yada, yada. It was always that when I called. These calls came.
Was it every week?
That's what I'm getting ready to say. These calls came sometimes on a weekly basis throughout those years. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until, I want to say, the better half of 15 years ago that those calls stopped. They stopped because of the simple fact that that particular family member finally got fed up and was like, listen, if you continue to sit up there and allow that person to get close enough to continue to harm you and things like that or whatever, it's nothing I can do. I understand you need a shoulder to cry on or just an ear to listen to and things like that, but I can't offer my advice anymore because I've told you what to do.
You haven't done it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It took him 3 years. It ain't gonna take me no motherfucking 3 years. You call me goddamn weekly for 2 months straight, and I answer.
I didn't say that took
no, I'm just
3
saying.
years. That was more than 3 years. I said this was over a course of years. I said it wasn't until the better half of 15 years ago.
Well, like I
we
said,
stopped.
Definitely ain't gonna take me 15 if it ain't gonna take me 3. I ain't 3 years. Ain't shit. 3 months. That's my limit. 3 months. Especially if you call them weekly. You would call them weekly every week, 2 months straight. I don't think I'm gonna be answering that much in the third month. Third month you might get once that month. It ain't gonna be every week. Nope. You might get a week out of me. 1 week. Cause I'm gonna be like, man, nope, I'm not answering that. Oh, he gonna keep asking me the same shit. He could be calling to invite me to a party or something. I wouldn't fucking know.
But that's the shit that you deal with when you have somebody you care about, going through heartache and things like that or whatever. You listen to them when they need it.
Yeah, but like I said, after a while you're gonna get tired of listening. Especially you keep listening to the same shit. It's like you keep listening to the same song. You like it. After a while, you're gonna be like, man, I need to lay off that song for a minute. I listen to that motherfucker all day, every day. Let me lay off that song for a minute. And it's like, that's what it is. It's the same fucking song, and he called weekly. Come on, man.
I guess I'm different because
Exactly. I keep trying to tell you, everybody's different.
I would sit up there and listen. Now, I'm not going to keep giving you advice, but I'll listen.
Like I just said that at the beginning of the story. It all depends on what you say. And if you keep calling and saying, can you give me some advice? You giving me advice. Now, if you would have called and said, yo, gee, I just need an ear to listen to. I just need an ear to listen to some shit I got on my chest. All right, cool. Go ahead. You know what I mean? And then you call me next week. I just need to get some shit on my chest. Cool, go ahead. You know what I mean? That's cool. But don't keep asking me for advice every week, and it's advice for the same shit. You know what I mean? That means you're not taking my advice. So you're calling, you're wasting both of our time.
How you know that if your advice is working? How you know that? That's a good
Because
question.
because if you keep coming back asking the same question, and I done gave you 3 ways, 3 different examples, everything,
You crossed all your T's and dotted all
all
your
that,
I's.
yep. Yep, in the words of Rope Digger, I crossed all my T's, dotted all my I's. I even goddamn looped my M's, all that shit. The fuck? And yet still, you keep calling every week with the same question, advice for the same shit. You know what I mean? Whereas though you can't be, because if you tried one of those methods that I gave you, you wouldn't be here asking me about the same shit this week. You know what I mean? So that's how I know he wasn't using my shit, or my shit didn't work. My shit didn't work because he wasn't using it at all. You call some weeks and just be, "What'd you tell me again, OG? What the fuck?" So that means you definitely ain't good. You know what I mean? Then I tell him, yo, get something to write it down. Write down what I'm about to tell you. He said he was writing it down and all that. Next week, call him with the same shit. So after a while, it's like, I don't really feel like answering that. Nope, not today. Not today. I don't feel like it. But if he was calling just to vent, or he needed an ear to listen, you know what I mean? Cool. I answer it. I answer it all the time. But don't keep saying you calling for uh, advice. And like you said, you're gonna answer it. Cool, you right. Now if he was calling and it was different shit, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Take care of that.
I would answer. It'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like you calling and every time it's the same shit, I'm like, oh hell no, no. After a while, like I said, 2 months. Nope, I'm done. After 2 months, I'm done. He called that third month. He might not get. He ain't getting answered. It all depends on how I feel.
I understand.
So I ain't got nothing against him or nothing. I just, you burning me out with the same shit. Got me ready to come over there, just be like, I'm about to come over there and chill with you. So when the shit go down, I can talk you through it. You know what I mean? The fuck? Because you calling me every week for the same shit.
You can hit it. You need hit.
And he's like, yeah, it's like you right. Yeah, bro, you right. Or yeah, OG. Or Onk. That's my favorite right there. Yo, Onk. Yo, Onk. What's good, nephew? Yeah, Snoop Dogg call everybody nephew now.
That's gay, granddad.
Yo. Oh, man. Raleigh ain't cool. Everything gay to him. Except for that time when he was wearing the skirt. Remember he was wearing the skirt, that little purse, because the rapper boy was wearing it? Yo, man. He said, that ain't gay. I'm not gay, man. Yo.
Oh man. But I still believe in supporting.
Yes, I support anybody. any of my friends or somebody call and need advice, an ear to listen to, or whatever, I'm there for 'em. I'm just saying, you can't make it repetitive about the same thing. It could be you could be repetitive. You could call me every week if you need to. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But don't call me every week for the same shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Mabel.
You gotta mix some shit in.
Don't
Call me this week for the dumb shit. They call me next week for some more other dumb shit. Then call me the week after that with the same shit. You know what I mean? You gotta mix it up. Because I'm tired of trying to analyze the same shit. Let me analyze some different shit for you. You know what I mean? But don't call me repetitively with the same shit.
over.
Unless you saying, can you be my ear? And every time you call, it's just this shit that's burning you the fuck up. So you just want to vent about that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But don't say, can I get your advice on something? You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't keep saying, can you get my advice on something?
Mm-hmm.
If you just need me to sit there and listen, just, hey, OG, can you listen to me for a second? I just gotta get something off my chest. You know what I mean? I ain't got nobody I can tell this to, so, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But don't keep calling me, hey, can I get your advice on something? And it's the same shit you called me with last week. You know what I mean? The first two, maybe three at the most times, I'll be like, oh, alright, fuck it. But then after that, and it's still the same shit, come on, man. Come on.
See.
Be like, you don't do no other shit? It's just that?
See, me? I don't
do the other shit.
I sit there and I listen first. And be the listening ear first.
Alright, go ahead.
And then at the end I'll start trying to ease on in their advice and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, he could have played it that way. Because I would rather play it that way. You know what I mean?
You learn more.
Because you venting, you talking. I'm learning the story as you telling me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, damn. I know such and such that been through that. Or maybe I've been through that. Or whatever. And it's like, oh, I know how such and such handled it. And I remember how I handled it. Let me tell him how to handle it. Give him this advice. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I sit there and listen, and then even if they don't ask for advice, I'll be like, well, you know what? Well, can I tell you something?
I don't sit up there and talk that day. Like, I listen to pounds and pounds of it before
I tell them that
I start easing in advice and things like that or whatever. Cause
I'll tell them that way they can start immediately.
That does not mean that they sit there and start immediately.
But they got the tools to start immediately. You know what I mean? It's like something like, oh, I know what you're going through. But before they even get the rest of the story out, or before they finish telling me all the rest of the shit, I already know what it is because I already analyzed it from the first 10 minutes of you talking to me. So now it's like, this is what you should do, and this and that. Instead of you sitting there 3 days in a row just because you want to gather information. You just want to gather the information, huh? So you want to gather the information and make them still be sitting there going through the shit and still have to tell you about it. Instead of whereas though my patient that came out and was like, yo, and started trying the shit that I was telling them and got immediate results.
But suppose your fucking patient don't fucking sit up there and start fucking working on themselves that way.
like I said, at least they got the tools. They got the tools to start.
Listen.
That's all they got to do. Start. It ain't no guarantee that the person, your patient, going at the end of all that. It ain't no guarantee that they gonna start. So then what? Like you said, like I said, he's got the tools to start whenever you want to, right?
And then you got to take into consideration that the tools that we gave to that person might not work for that person. They know they people. They know they person.
But you trying to say our old school methods don't work?
No, that's not what I'm saying, dickhead.
Oh shit! So our old school methods don't work, man.
Why would you?
That's old school. That's back then, OG. Hey, that's back then. That shit don't fly down. That was back then. That shit don't fly down.
Reese, you's a dickhead.
Nah, man. So the advice that we be giving, they be like, man, what? I remember my grandpa used to do that shit. That shit don't work now. She definitely ain't going for that.
That's not what I mean. You fucking dickhead.
Like our methods don't work. They old school methods.
No.
Your old school methods don't work.
Sometimes what will work for you may not work for
you right.
another man.
Like I said, at least they got the tools to start. They might not have never heard tried the way that you explained it to them. Or they could have. It was like, damn, everybody been saying that. And I haven't tried it. I thought everybody was bullshitting. But can't be because they saying the same fucking thing. And they don't know them people that told me that shit. So it's like, that must be it. Everybody's saying it. Either way, it's like, it's always up to that person, though.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how somebody gonna take it or react from it or whatever, or however that they gonna do. If they don't use it, they just don't use it. You know what I mean? It's up to them people to use it. Whether it's great advice, good advice, advice they already heard, advice, new advice, whatever. And if it's advice they already heard, they definitely ain't using your shit. You know what I mean? If they already heard some shit, and then you come in with some new shit,
Mm-hmm.
they done already heard the other shit by 40 other people, and they didn't even try it. So they just assume that shit ain't gonna work. They already gonna assume your shit ain't gonna work because they never heard your shit. Like, what? I never heard it that way. That shit definitely ain't gonna work. Because all the OGs and everybody else said the same thing. And he said something different. So, that shit ain't gonna work. And I know that shit that the OGs was telling me ain't gonna work. So, I'm going with the fuck I want to do. Then you got some motherfuckers that will try it, but then, like you said, the person that they trying it on is just an airhead and just ain't going for it.
No.
Who?
What is that? So,
But like you said, I'm always gonna keep giving you advice. So don't let that scare y'all off. Y'all, I'm still gonna answer the phone or whatever if y'all call me. But I'm just letting y'all know, don't let it be repetitive. That's all. Just in case they watch the show.
So I want to promote that we are going live on Friday at 6 and not 7. And from here on out, every other Friday, that's what's going to happen. 6 and matter of fact, for every Friday, 6 instead of 7. Reasonable time. You. Did you? I don't know. I'll call you after we go off. We about to go off. So that's the end of our show. We will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Peace and love. Mwah.
Deuces.